Hey everybody, welcome back. Before we get started with today's video, I'd like to start off by apologizing for that last video. I kind of got lost in all the footage I had. I'm still getting used to the YouTube thing and editing videos. Thanks for bearing with me. I promise the rest of Rain's videos will not be so long-winded. And thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy her story. So without further ado, let's get started with today's video. Good morning, welcome back to Second Chance to Dance. I'm Nicole, this is Dancer. Today we're going back out to see Rain. Rain is the 17-year-old mare that hasn't been handled in 15 years. In our last video, we got her to follow us around a little bit, ended up walking her all the way across her pasture on the lead rope. I had touched her legs a little bit just to see where we were at there, and she let me get about to her knee in the front. Back legs, I just touched the top half. I wasn't pushing my luck back there. And today we're gonna go out, we're gonna see how far we can make it. We'll see if I can touch her hoof in the front without her leaving, or without her even wanting to leave. I can't hold her if she wants to leave. If she wants to leave, she's leaving. Last time we were there, she did really well. Today, I just hope she does as well as she did the last time. Today, I have somebody else coming with me that is gonna hold the camera so that maybe I can get some better angles of what exactly I'm doing. I hope you guys enjoy our video. So when I first get out there, I usually try and review everything I went over with her the last time. So right here, I'm just trying to get her to give to that pressure. And she's kind of resisting it. I just want her to bring all 4 feet forward for one step. She's thinking about it, and then finally she gives me all 4. So I walk up, tell her that's the right answer, good job, good girl, and move on. I'm gonna get her to follow. I'm going to speed this up for you so that way it's not quite as boring. I'm just touching her all over. Gonna get her to follow me and take her for a little walk. Whenever she freezes, and walk towards her butt. And we just walk around until finally she gets soft on the end of that rope. This took about 15 minutes. But eventually, she finally gave to it. So I decided to see if I could push her out and get her to move her feet a little bit. The horse in charge can control everybody else's feet. How fast they go, where they go, what direction they go in. So that's all I'm doing here. Right here, I'm showing her how to reverse. And bring her head into the middle. And then ask her to go the other way. Point with one hand and use the other hand to push her forward right there. And the more I reverse her, the more attention she has to pay to what it is I'm asking her to do. So I do a lot of reversing just to keep her engaged. I want the inside ear to be on me at all times. Anytime it flicks away, that's when I ask her for a reverse. And you can see, just how sensitive she is. She's already trotting. I just raise my hand and put some energy into it, and she gives me a canter. I can take that energy back out of it, and she goes right back down to a trot. So she's doing really well here. She's paying attention. She's reversing as soon as I step in front of that line. She gets a little confused here and there, but overall she did really well with this. This is the first time I've asked her to go out and lunge in circles on that long line. She's lunged in circles without the line, just running away from me. But this is the first time I've actually had directed lunging. Horses are natural energy conservers because they want to save their energy for running away from any predators that come after them. Oh, so right there, I asked her to reverse and she turned the wrong way, and it actually worked out to my advantage because when she turned the wrong way, she got caught up in the rope and tripped herself. And she thought that I did that. So now all of a sudden she thinks I'm a lot more powerful than really what I am. It's really she did it to herself. Eventually, you get her to come into the middle, and that's where she gets to rest. That's her time that she just gets to stand there and relax. This is her goal. She wants to find the place where she can just stand and be still. So any place that she can stand and be still is her happy place. And that place is right here in the middle with me. I'm rubbing her leg, getting her ready, so that way we'll be able to pick her feet up so the farrier can work on her. I'm rubbing up here, because right here, she doesn't really want to move away from me. So this is above our threshold. But if I touch down here, she gets a little concerned about it. And she wants to pick up her foot and she wants to leave. I don't want her to leave. I just want her to trust that I'm not going to eat her leg. It's really unnatural to horses for you to want to touch their legs. Horses don't spend a whole lot of time touching each other's legs. That's not something they do. When they groom each other, they groom each other on the neck or on the back. The only time one horse touches another horse's legs is if it's two stallions and they're fighting over who gets to be in charge of the herd and they're trying to take out each other's knees. So they naturally want to protect their legs because that's one of their greatest resources in getting away and surviving. I touched almost all the way down and she did not leave. And move. That's a win. Everything about this is getting her to trust that I'm not one of the coyotes she has been running away from for the last 15 years. And that whatever I'm asking her to do is not going to hurt her. She gets all these scratches and all these loves when she stands right here with me. She's figuring out that it's a lot more work to run around this round pen like a chicken with your head cut off than it is to stand here and let me touch her. And like I said, horses are natural energy conservers. They got to save that energy for something that's actually a threat so that way they can run away because they're prey animals. This is perfect. This is exactly what I want her to do. I want her to just stand. You can do the same thing on both sides. Horses have two brains. Whatever you teach them on the left, you got to teach them on the right. Whatever you teach them on the right, you got to teach them on the left. And you will have to do it more than once. On both sides. At every horse you will ever meet. You can show me a horse that you teach something to once, and they get it, and they never forget. You should keep that horse forever because it is a unicorn. You just can't see its horn. You get horses like her that are really, really smart. They figure things out fast. It's all in how you tell them, or teach them, or show them, whatever you want to call it. I know. She has every urge in the world to run away right now. She's not breathing hardly. Her ears are back. She's thinking real hard about whether she wants to trust this or whether she wants to run away. So we're just gonna stay here until she makes a decision. The easy decision is stand here. Her turning over here and engaging what I'm doing instead of ignoring it is a huge step. This is the farthest we've gone down ever. She can leave. I'm not holding her tight. Look at that. That is a foot that I almost touched. I always say you deserve a bite. And we're going to see if I would stand any chance of catching her if she didn't have this rope on. We're just going to see. Whoa. It's a solid maybe. A solid maybe. I'm not going to say I could catch her. So when I first started coming out here, if you tried to walk up to Rain with a rope, she was gone. I got her to where I could walk up and rub her, but if I had a rope in my hand, she was out, she was gone. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just trying to get her less sensitive to the rope and being touched by the rope. I'm not holding on to her here. If she wants to leave, she's free to go, but she's not all that concerned about it. And you see that licking and chewing, she's thinking about it. She's going, okay, well this thing hasn't cut my head off yet, so maybe it's not so bad. I don't know about putting it on my nose though. Okay, if you insist. It's a pretty soft little nose right there. See that? That's a pretty soft little nose. I call it. So, no rope. Probably thinks it has the rope, but no rope. And take this one and put it over her. Don't. Walk away. Came with me. I didn't even ask her to. I can walk up to her with this rope. I can put it around her nose without too much excitement. I can move her with 2 fingers. I'll leave that there for a second. Push this way. Thank you. Push this leg about halfway down. Haven't gone all the way yet. Turn her around. Come on, Mama. Come here, turn around. Touch her the other side. I know. Rope swinging off her neck. calling that a win. Did really well today, so I don't want to make her drag around this big long rope anymore. I feel like I could catch her with a shorter rope now. So I'm just untying the long one, and there was a knot in the end that I could not get untied. So the other end, there's no knot. So I'm just running it through really slowly so it doesn't scare her. Just to take that long line off of her, and I'm going to put this shorter one on. That way she doesn't step on it quite as much, and she has a little more freedom. I am going to tie it several times so that Joe can't untie it for her. I don't want it to come off, but I also don't want her to have to drag around the 20-foot one anymore. So walk her out.